They call them the missing years of Jesus, 18 years of silence in the Bible, from age 12 to 30. Where did he go? What did he learn? Some say he simply lived quietly in Nazareth, but others believe that Jesus left the Holy Land and traveled deep into Egypt. There, among the sand and stone, ancient teachings whispered of resurrection, eternal life, and the power of the Spirit to rise beyond death. And maybe that's where the boy from Bethlehem learned secrets that would change the world. According to early traditions, Jesus didn't just hide in Egypt as a child. He stayed, learned, and studied. In the temples, Egyptian priests were keepers of mystery schools, guardians of ancient knowledge that stretched back thousands of years. They taught that the soul could overcome the grave, that death was not the end but a transformation. Sound familiar? Some historians point out the parallels between Egyptian resurrection myths, like Osiris rising from the dead, and the later message Jesus preached, "I am the resurrection and the life." Was that just coincidence or a continuation of something older? Around the 2nd century, a Roman critic named Celsus wrote that Jesus went to Egypt where he learned powerful arts. That line was meant as an insult, but what if it was actually a clue? Egypt wasn't just a land of pyramids, it was the world's spiritual university. Alchemy, medicine, and sacred geometry all flowed from its temples. And if Jesus studied there, he might have learned how to heal, how to channel energy, how to understand the nature of life itself. But then, something happened. He disappears again for nearly 2 decades. And when he returns at 30, everything is different. He performs miracles, heals the sick, raises the dead, and preaches of a kingdom within. Not outside us, within us. That message sounds a lot like Egyptian wisdom. That divine light lives in every person. So what if the resurrection story wasn't just about his death, but about the power of rebirth he discovered in Egypt? The idea that every soul can overcome the tomb, not through power, but through knowledge. And if that's true, then ask yourself, why don't we hear this story? Why do those 18 missing years remain hidden, unspoken, erased? Because maybe the greatest crime in history wasn't murder. It was silence, the silencing of knowledge, the erasing of what Jesus might have learned, the spiritual science of resurrection, transformation, and the eternal soul. Knowledge once shared in Egyptian temples, and later buried by those who feared its power. Imagine if humanity had access to those lost teachings. Imagine what we'd know about life, death, and the light that never dies. Maybe the missing years of Jesus aren't missing at all. Maybe they're just hidden, waiting for us to look beyond the Bible and into the sand, the temples, and the secrets of Egypt. Because sometimes truth isn't lost, it's buried.